11 unexpected early dementia signs in women you shouldn't ignore. Why does women have higher likelihood of developing dementia? Have you considered if dementia can be prevented and how to recognize its early indicators? Today, we'll answer these vital questions. Dementia has been the #1 killer in the world for over a decade, and statistically, it's the #1 most likely thing to kill me, so I'm definitely interested in learning more about it. In this video, we'll cover early dementia signs in women, foods that help fight dementia, how to tell each type of dementia apart, a single herb that can cure dementia. Dementia affects millions of people worldwide, yet many still mistakenly believe it's an inevitable part of getting older. But is that really true? We'll dive into what dementia truly is, explore the most common types, and outline early signs in women that could indicate its onset. Additionally, we'll discuss classic symptoms and share effective strategies for maintaining cognitive health. Imagine if you could take actionable steps now to preserve your brain function. Watch until the end to discover the latest advancements in dementia treatment, offering renewed hope to millions. If you are not already a subscriber of my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and share this video to whom might benefit best.
Gender differences is what many doctors never told you about early dementia signs, and yes, it does exist, with some studies suggesting that women experience more pronounced memory-related symptoms, while men show more behavioral changes. This can lead to different experiences and challenges in recognizing dementia symptoms based on gender. So what if we could spot the signs earlier? What if we could intervene before the condition takes hold? Because when it actually comes to dementia, timing really is everything. Knowing the early signs isn't just about satisfying curiosity. So in this video, we're going to change that. I'll walk you through 8 early warning signs of dementia that 90% of people overlook. We'll explore how each type of dementia progresses uniquely and the specific actions you need to take for each. The whole idea is about preserving your brain's health. And here is how. Early detection of dementia will allow you to tap into something called cognitive reserve, your brain's secret weapon against dementia. Think of it as a mental savings account you've built up through education, social connections, and staying mentally active. When we spot dementia early, we can use more of that cognitive reserve. We can start interventions that slow down the disease's progression. This includes cognitive training exercises, lifestyle changes, and medications that work best when started early. It's like fixing a small water leak before it becomes a flood. The difference between early and late diagnosis is significant. People who catch dementia early often maintain their independence longer. They can enjoy their hobbies, manage daily tasks, and stay connected with loved ones. Late diagnosis, on the other hand, often means rapid decline. By the time symptoms are obvious, the disease has already caused significant damage. I've seen this difference in my patients. Those who get checked out early can often continue working, volunteering, and even traveling for several more years. Their quality of life remains high. Patients who ignore the signs until later stages need more constant care and struggle to live independently. Here's where it gets really concerning. A shocking number of dementia cases go undiagnosed until it's too late. Many people brush off the early signs as just getting older or being stressed. By the time they realize something's really wrong, the condition has often progressed significantly. This delay can mean missing out on crucial early interventions that could slow the progression. Think of this. Every 3 seconds, someone in the world develops dementia. That's 20 people in the time it took you to read these words. But that's not even the scariest part. The true impact of dementia goes far beyond just numbers. We're looking at a tidal wave of cases that's threatening to overwhelm hospitals, care facilities, and families alike. It's not just about memory loss anymore. We're talking about a condition that can rob people of their independence, their personalities, and their very sense of self. It's really exciting to understand that early detection can sometimes even reverse cognitive decline. We're learning more every day about how lifestyle changes, proper nutrition, and targeted therapies can improve brain function, especially when caught early. By now you might be wondering, how can I spot these early signs? Well, there are precise clues that most people miss. But once you know what to look for, you'll be amazed at how much you can pick up on. This knowledge could literally change lives, maybe even your own. So let's talk about these warning signs. First, short-term memory loss. This isn't just forgetting where you put your glasses as many people thought. It's asking the same questions over and over, or not remembering what you had for breakfast. It's more persistent and noticeable than your typical senior moment. Next, trouble-solving problems. If you've always been great in the kitchen but suddenly can't follow a recipe you've made 100 times, that's a red flag. It's when simple tasks become real challenges. Pay attention if familiar activities start feeling confusing. Driving to your favorite store or balancing your checkbook shouldn't suddenly become ordeals. Confusion with time and place is another sign that catches people off guard. This isn't just momentarily forgetting what day it is. It's about losing track of seasons or even where you are. It can be really disorienting and scary. Language problems are a sneaky sign too. If you or a loved one starts struggling to find the right words or follow conversations, take note. It's when communication becomes a real hurdle. Here's one that might surprise you. Putting things in weird places. Finding the TV remote in the fridge isn't just absent-mindedness. It could be a sign of cognitive changes. Keep an eye on judgment and decision-making. If someone who's always been careful with money starts making odd financial choices, it might be more than just a phase. Hallucinations and false ideas, such as auditory or visual hallucinations, can occur in dementia patients. While normal aging may lead to occasional suspicions or reservations, it does not typically involve the severe cognitive distortions seen in dementia. In dementia, these hallucinations can lead to significant distress and confusion. Lastly, watch for changes in mood and personality. This is about significant shifts in how someone acts or feels, often leading to withdrawal from social activities. These signs can show up differently depending on the type of dementia. Some types might have more pronounced memory issues, while others might have more behavioral changes. The sooner we can spot these signs, the better chance we have of managing the condition effectively. Let me show you a glimpse of the severity of detecting dementia late and why knowing these signs are so crucial. Here is a question for you. How many new cases do you think we are actually seeing each year? Brace yourself. It's nearly 10 million. That's right, 10 million new diagnoses every single year. The World Health Organization estimates that by 2030, we'll be seeing 78 million people living with dementia globally. By 2050, that number skyrockets to 139 million. We're talking about a potential crisis that's growing right under our noses. Moving on, by now, I know you've learned to spot the signs and why to do so, but another problem is, can you solve the mystery of which type of dementia you're dealing with? It's like trying to distinguish between different shades of gray, precise but critically important. Let's discuss the clues together.
Let's say your loved one starts forgetting names, gets confused about simple things, and struggles with everyday tasks they used to breeze through. Your first thought might be, is this Alzheimer's? But truth is, it might not be. And that's where things get tricky. Distinguishing between different types of dementia is like solving a complex puzzle. The symptoms often overlap, making it incredibly challenging for caregivers and even some healthcare professionals to pinpoint the exact type. It's about memory loss, yes, but also a whole range of cognitive changes that can look very similar across various forms of dementia. This complexity leads to frequent misdiagnosis, which can have severe consequences. Each type of dementia requires a tailored approach to care and treatment. What works for Alzheimer's might not work, and could even be harmful for other types of dementia. Getting it right can mean the difference between rapid decline and maintaining quality of life for much longer. So, how can you start differentiating between these types? Well, I've got a key tip that might surprise you. It's all about memory patterns. Yes, memory loss is common in most dementias, but how that memory loss presents itself can be quite different. In Alzheimer's, for instance, recent memories tend to go first, while older memories stick around longer. But in frontotemporal dementia, memory might be relatively preserved early on, with personality changes being more prominent. And in Lewy body dementia? Memory can fluctuate dramatically from day to day. Understanding these patterns can really help in recognizing what type of dementia you might be dealing with. But remember, memory isn't the only clue we have. In fact, physical symptoms can tell a whole different story. And that's exactly what we're going to explore next. We often focus on memory loss when thinking about dementia, but what if I told you that the way your loved one moves could sometimes be all you need? It's time to look beyond forgetfulness and discover the physical signs that set different types of dementia apart. When it comes to dementia, physical symptoms can be a goldmine of information. Think about it. Have you noticed changes in how your loved one walks or moves? These could be important clues to the specific type of dementia they're experiencing. Let's break it down. In Alzheimer's disease, physical symptoms might not jump out at you right away. But as time goes on, you might notice your loved one having trouble with balance or coordination. They might start to walk a bit differently or seem more prone to falling. These changes often creep in slowly, so it's important to pay attention over time. Now, let's talk about Lewy body dementia. This type can really throw you for a loop because it often looks a lot like Parkinson's disease. You might see your loved one start to shuffle when they walk, or their movements might become stiff and rigid. They might even develop a tremor. These symptoms can be pretty dramatic and often show up earlier than in other types of dementia. Vascular dementia has its own unique set of physical signs. You might notice weakness on one side of your loved one's body, almost like they've had a small stroke. Their walking pattern might change, or they might struggle with coordination. These symptoms can sometimes come on suddenly, which is different from the gradual changes we see in Alzheimer's. So, how can you use this information? Start by paying close attention to how your loved one moves. Watch their walking pattern, their posture, and how they coordinate their movements. These observations can be incredibly valuable when you're talking to doctors about your loved one's condition. Research have shown that these physical symptoms aren't just random. They're actually closely tied to cognitive decline, especially in Lewy body and vascular dementia. That means by noticing these physical changes, you might catch important shifts in your loved one's condition before they show up in other ways. Remember, you're not just looking for big, obvious changes. Even minor differences in how your loved one moves can be important clues. By keeping an eye out for these physical signs, you're arming yourself with valuable information that can help ensure your loved one gets the right diagnosis and care. However, it's not just about what you see. A person's behavior can tell us just as much about their condition as their physical symptoms. If you are not already a subscriber of this channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and share this video to whom might benefit best. We've talked about how dementia affects the body, but what about the mind and personality? Behavioral changes in dementia can be shocking, heartbreaking, and sometimes even dangerous. These changes aren't random, they're powerful clues that can help us identify the specific type of dementia we're dealing with. Imagine waking up one day to find your loved one's personality completely changed. These dramatic shifts aren't just upsetting, they're important indicators of what's really going on in their brain. Let's break this down. In frontotemporal dementia, you might see some pretty wild behavior changes. Your loved one might start acting impulsively, saying inappropriate things in public, or even engaging in risky behaviors. It's like their social filter has completely disappeared. This is very different from Alzheimer's, where you're more likely to see confusion, anxiety, and gradual withdrawal from social situations. Now, let's talk about Lewy body dementia. If you're caring for someone with this type, expect an emotional swings. One day, your loved one might be perfectly lucid and behaving normally. The next, they could be experiencing vivid hallucinations or extreme confusion. These rapid swings can be incredibly stressful for both the person with dementia and their caregiver. Other behavioral changes you might encounter include paranoia, aggression, or drastic shifts in sleep patterns. Each of these can provide valuable insights into the specific type of dementia at play. So, how can understanding these behavioral patterns help you? Well, it's all about communication. When you know what type of dementia you're dealing with, you can adapt your approach. For example, if you suspect frontotemporal dementia, you might need to be more direct in your communication and set clear boundaries. With Lewy body dementia, you'll want to be prepared for those rapid mood swings and have strategies in place to handle them. By identifying the correct type of dementia, you can unlock more effective ways to connect with your loved one. You'll be better equipped to respond to their needs, manage challenging behaviors, and maintain a positive relationship. It's like having a key to understanding your loved one's actions and emotions. But just when you think you've got it all figured out, dementia has a way of throwing another curveball your way. Let's explore the next piece of this complex puzzle. Let's talk about cognitive fluctuations in dementia. These can be really confusing for caregivers. Imagine your loved one is sharp one day, solving puzzles and remembering childhood stories, but the next day they can't recall what they had for breakfast. It's frustrating, but these ups and downs are actually important clues about the type of dementia we're dealing with. In Lewy body dementia, these fluctuations are very noticeable. Your loved one might be alert and oriented one day, then severely confused with hallucinations the next. It's like their brain is switching on and off. Doctors often use this pattern as a key indicator for diagnosis. Vascular dementia has a different pattern. Instead of daily changes, you might see a stepwise decline. Your loved one might seem stable for a while, then suddenly experience a drop in their abilities, often after a small stroke or vascular event. It's like their cognitive abilities are going down a staircase. These fluctuations can make diagnosis tricky. They can mask or mimic different types of dementia. That's why tracking these changes over time is so important. A daily journal noting your loved one's cognitive state, alertness, communication ability, and unusual behaviors can be incredibly helpful. Over time, you'll start to see patterns that can aid in getting an accurate diagnosis. Now, let's talk about mixed dementia. It's when someone has more than one type of dementia at the same time, usually Alzheimer's and vascular dementia. It's often overlooked because the symptoms can overlap and fluctuate, making it hard to identify. Studies show it's more common than we once thought, especially in older adults. But because it's hard to diagnose, many people with mixed dementia don't get the comprehensive care they need. By paying attention to all these clues, memory patterns, physical symptoms, behavioral changes, and cognitive fluctuations, we can get a clearer picture of what's happening in our loved one's brain. Understanding the type of dementia your loved one has can truly improve their quality of life and reduce your stress as a caregiver. With this knowledge, you can customize your care approach, leading to more effective treatments, better communication, and a safer environment. Your observations are incredibly valuable to healthcare professionals. Don't hesitate to seek expert help from organizations like the Alzheimer's Association or local dementia care programs. They offer resources and support tailored to your specific situation. Now, it's time to take action. Start observing patterns, keeping notes, and sharing what you see with doctors. This can make a real difference in your loved one's care. By turning confusion into understanding, you're taking the first step towards providing better support. Your loved one needs you, and now you're better prepared to help them through this challenging journey. Can food prevent dementia? While there is no definitive cure for dementia, certain dietary choices and lifestyle factors may play a role in reducing the risk of developing dementia or slowing its progression. Preventing dementia is a complex issue and involves various factors, including genetics and overall health. However, a balanced diet containing certain foods may help prevent the development of this condition. This video lists and explains several foods that can benefit brain health, which a person could include in a balanced diet to reduce the risk of dementia. Number 1. Fatty fish. Fatty fish are excellent sources of omega-3 fatty acids, including docosahexaenoic acid, DHA. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential for early brain development and brain cell communication. According to a 2021 article, DHA, in particular, may be vital for brain function and cell growth. Regularly consuming fatty fish may support brain function and reduce the risk of cognitive decline and dementia. Some examples of fatty fish include salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout. These fish are not only rich in omega-3 fatty acids but also provide high-quality protein and other essential nutrients. Incorporating fatty fish into your diet at least twice a week can be a great way to boost brain health. Next up, let's talk about leafy greens. And that's number 2. Leafy greens contain antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that may benefit brain health. For example, a 2023 study associates high homocysteine levels with an increased risk of cognitive impairment in people recovering from COVID-19. Leafy greens are rich in folate, a B vitamin that may help reduce homocysteine levels in the blood. The National Institute on Aging highlights leafy greens, linking them to fewer signs of Alzheimer's disease in the brain. Examples of leafy greens include spinach, kale, collard greens, and Swiss chard. These vegetables are also rich in vitamins A, C, and K, as well as fiber, which can support overall health. Adding a variety of leafy greens to your meals can provide a range of nutrients that benefit brain function. Now, let's move on to berries, which is our number 3. Berries are rich in antioxidants, including flavonoids, which may help protect the brain from oxidative stress and inflammation. A 2020 systematic review examines some research that suggests regular consumption of blueberries may improve cognitive function and delay age-related cognitive decline. However, the authors highlight the need for more research. Common berries that are beneficial for brain health include blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries. These fruits can be easily incorporated into your diet by adding them to smoothies, yogurt, or salads. The antioxidants in berries can help combat free radicals and support brain health. Next, let's discuss the benefits of nuts. Coming at number 4. Nuts are a great source of healthy fats, including monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. They also contain antioxidants and vitamin E, which can help protect brain cells from oxidative damage. A 2022 study links consistent high nut consumption with a lower risk of cognitive impairment in older adults from China. The combination of healthy fats and antioxidants in nuts may make them a valuable addition to a brain-healthy diet. Examples of nuts that are beneficial for brain health include almonds, walnuts, hazelnuts, and pecans. These nuts can be eaten as a snack, added to salads, or used in cooking and baking. Including a variety of nuts in your diet can provide a range of nutrients that support brain function. Moving on, let's talk about turmeric, which is our number 5. Turmeric contains curcumin, an active compound with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. A 2018 article suggests that curcumin may have neuroprotective effects and could contribute to better brain health. The authors suggest that curcumin shows promise as a part of therapy and treatment for Alzheimer's disease. Turmeric can be used in cooking to add flavor and color to dishes. It can be added to curries, soups, and smoothies, or taken as a supplement. The anti-inflammatory properties of curcumin can help reduce inflammation in the brain and support overall brain health. If you are not already a subscriber of my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and share this video to whom might benefit best. Next, let's explore the benefits of whole grains, which is number 6 on the list. Whole grains provide complex carbohydrates that release glucose gradually, providing a steady energy supply to the brain. This can help improve short and long-term memory and brain aging. A 2023 study on 2,958 subjects associates the consumption of whole grain foods with a lower risk of all-cause dementia and Alzheimer's disease dementia. Examples of whole grains include oats, quinoa, brown rice, and whole wheat. These grains are also rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals that support overall health. Incorporating whole grains into your diet can provide a steady source of energy for the brain and support cognitive function. Now, let's talk about avocados, which is number 7. Avocados are a source of healthy monounsaturated fats, which can contribute to improved blood flow and brain health. A 2021 study examined the effect of avocados on cognitive performance in older adults. Participants who consumed avocados had significantly better scores across all cognitive tests than those who did not eat avocados. Avocados can be added to salads, sandwiches, and smoothies, or eaten on their own. The healthy fats in avocados can help support brain function and overall health. Next, let's discuss lean proteins. As number 8, lean protein sources are essential for brain function because they provide amino acids, which are necessary for neurotransmitter production. Neurotransmitters play a crucial role in communication between brain cells. The Alzheimer's Association recommends including lean protein as part of a balanced diet. Examples of lean protein sources include chicken, turkey, tofu, and legumes. These proteins can be incorporated into a variety of meals to provide the necessary amino acids for brain function. Number 9. Extra virgin olive oil. This high-quality oil is a staple of the Mediterranean diet, which studies associate with lower rates of age-related cognitive decline. Rich in monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, it may support brain health by reducing inflammation and oxidative stress. Extra virgin olive oil can be used in cooking, salad dressings, and as a finishing oil for dishes. The healthy fats and antioxidants in olive oil can help support brain health and overall well-being. Number 10. Dark chocolate. Dark chocolate contains flavonoids and antioxidants that may improve cognitive function and promote better blood flow to the brain. Dark chocolate can be enjoyed as a treat or added to desserts. The flavonoids in dark chocolate can help support brain health and improve cognitive function. Number 11. Green tea. Green tea is rich in antioxidants, including catechins. Some studies suggest that catechins may have neuroprotective effects and may potentially help protect the brain from age-related cognitive decline. Green tea can be enjoyed hot or cold and can be a great addition to a brain-healthy diet. The antioxidants in green tea can help support brain health and overall well-being. Finally, let's discuss the importance of water. Staying well hydrated is essential for maintaining overall health, including brain function. Dehydration can impair cognitive performance and concentration, so it is best for people to drink plenty of water throughout the day. As we've covered the list of foods to better include in your diet, then here are some foods you should equally avoid. Excessive consumption of some foods may negatively affect cognitive function. These foods include alcohol. Excessive alcohol consumption can harm the brain and affect cognitive function. Sugary drinks. Some research suggests that artificial sweeteners in soda and other drinks may adversely affect brain health. Red meat. While lean cuts of red meat can be part of a balanced diet, some research associates excessive consumption of red and processed meats with reduced cognitive function. Ultra-processed foods. These foods may contain additional salt, sugars, and fats and may increase the risk of dementia. If you are concerned about dementia or cognitive decline, you should speak with a healthcare professional, especially if you experience symptoms or have risk factors. Regular checkups with a doctor can help monitor cognitive health and detect early signs of cognitive decline. Some potential signs and symptoms that may indicate a cause for contacting a doctor include memory problems, changes in cognitive function, behavioral or personality changes, difficulty with activities of daily living, impulsivity, falls or accidents. There is no single food that will prevent or treat dementia. However, reducing or avoiding certain foods and incorporating brain-boosting foods into a balanced diet can contribute to a lower risk of dementia. You can also take other lifestyle measures to improve cognitive function and overall health, such as regular exercise or stress relief techniques, including meditation and deep breathing. You should speak with a healthcare professional if you are concerned that you or someone else is showing signs of cognitive decline or dementia.